Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there in the internet, welcome to Chatting with Tekken for March 2022. So yeah, Chatting with Tekken, if you do not know, is basically three things I talk about in this. So, videos I'm working on for the channel, changing the stuff on the channel, IRL stuff. And under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be making for the channel. The other two categories have subcategories because they are things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in. Alright, so before I start talking about videos I'm working on, or anything else, let me just say that at the top. This is a correction for like a couple months ago. I think I said Project Spartan when I meant to say Project Spartacus, but it doesn't matter because we finally have details on the PlayStation Plus thing now, so there's that. Also, I'm not currently working on any videos because all my stuff is packed up except for my PS5 and some other stuff around here. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying. It's whatever. It's like hopefully by the next Channel Tekken, this will be a completely different setting. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Working on it. Um, but yeah, my PS5 still hooked up, so I'm not really playing too much right now, and I'm not gonna be doing anything probably for the next while. Also, my channel was effing demonetized, dude. So it's like I put up a community post about it, but it's whatever, man. It said something about like repeat something something. I'm not even gonna bother. It's like whatever. Just read the thing. It's like it's annoying. So I'll come back to that on changes to the stuff on the channel because I'm considering just like making another channel at this point. I'm really annoyed though because like I don't have the screen cap in front of me, but I did have like a channel before this one, and it was like another 1,000+ subscriber channel, and it got copyright striked. Thinking about that one just makes me annoyed because that was like that channel. I would have been I would have had yeah that was like I had like way more momentum back then. I had to start from zero, and like when I restarted my channel, I basically took some time off because I was like f this crap. But then I went back to it because I was like, what, f this crap. So then it's like I'm trying to like follow all these rules and guidelines now, and like I still get punched in the face of like, oh, to whatever the stupid effing thing was, whatever. So, uh, okay. Actually, I'll say it now because like I'm not gonna like worry about. I'll probably come back to it though and change the stuff on the channel. But like going forward, when I stream something, I'm just gonna like do like the one part, and then like I'm considering. Well, this is why I'm thinking of, like making another channel. Is like I'm thinking of just like making this channel be like the like I'll still keep all the content I'm doing on this channel, like the channel taken, the podcasts, the whatever the F's, right? Whatever the F is very broad, I know. Sorry about that. Basically all the stuff that's like with the exception of like the one thing I'm thinking of doing, which is basically I'm thinking of like when I do play through a game on stream, it's like after I finish it, do a video review. But then I'm not sure about the format yet, so I'm thinking what I would probably do is like just do like the normal way I talk about stuff when I'm podcasting. Is just like go ad nauseum about hear my thoughts on the game and just like whatever. So it's like not have some like format of like hit all the different categories like gameplay, graphics, controls, accessibility, UI, yada yada yada. Just be like, I played this game, here are my thoughts on it, bing bang boom, video review, and like not have scores. I think review scores are stupid. So just like say, here's what I thought about playing it, and here's my thoughts on it, and I either recommend or not. It's like it's like at the same time it's a recommend and do not recommend because it's like I would recommend this because of whatever, and I would not recommend this because of whatever. So that's in my brain. That's like what I'm thinking, possibly doing. I'm just like so frustrated right now because it's just like, dude. Because that's the other thing is like I'm almost at like 2,000 subs. I was going to have like a cool, well not a cool, but like I was going to have like a effing like celebration stream and like play through Mass Effect trilogy with like a film ship doing Renegade because I always do Paragon. So it's like, let's do Renegade for once and just do all the bad stuff. Yeah, film ship. But no, I mean I might still do it. It's like whatever, dude. I might as well just like It's like I already had it in my brain of like, oh, I'm gonna do a sweet effing, Mass Effect 3 or not Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect trilogy, Renegade, and then like let's like go all the way and like even like replay Andromeda because I haven't played that in forever. So I wouldn't. I mean, they did take the morality system out of that though, so maybe not. But then just do like a killer film or a killer sister writer playthrough on that one. So wow, my chin hair is hanging down here. I just realized that. Usually I have it like nice. Oh well, whatever. That's yeah. If you're wondering, it's always just kind of a mess here, and like I'm just like whatever, man. And then I mean, if it gets too long, I usually just like we'll just like trim those, but whatever. Anyway, I was thinking about doing that. I wasn't going to like do for sure Andromeda, but I might as well because I haven't played it in forever, and like I did just play through the legendary edition, and it was yes, quite enjoyed it. So I might do that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. And then like I also have like a problem now where it's like if I'm playing something, I want to be streaming it so I can put the archive on the channel, but then it's like the channel got demonetized, so that kind of like completely just like effed up the effing pipeline of like what I was doing. So I was like streaming, then I would take the stream, put it on the channel, and then it's like okay, cool, I got the whole archive going, I've got the playthroughs going, I've got the stream going. I'm trying to like, or like I do the stream on Twitch because I'm trying to like trying terribly, but the tortoise did eventually beat the hare, or the little engine that could, if I think that, yeah. But just after my channel got demonetized, dude, I was just like, dude, I don't know, man. Just that one hurt because I was like, I'd already had some like crap happen, where I was like I already had like a bad week, let's say. And then it's like, oh, on top of this, your channel is demonetized. That being said, I think that happened first. I saw my email, and then like I had the other thing happen, which whatever. Anyway, so that sucked. So it's been kind of a crappy month for me, just a bit. And then Gran Turismo 7 turned out to be a turd, but we'll get to that, won't we? Well, I guess that's the everything I wanted to talk about at the top. I'm kind of out of order here. Sorry, as I totally just like did the three things at the beginning of the video. I would like to eventually come back and do like a just like a teardown of the effing YouTube Academy and like the whole like best standards and practices that they have in like all their stuff. I want to at least get to like some sort of parody on that at some point. It's just so ripe for satire. Just I've always wanted to do that and just like haven't gotten around to it. So I might finally. I don't know. I won't. Definitely not like on the short list, but on the long list. Or on the long term thing, definitely happening. But yeah, videos I'm working on, playthroughs and streams. Nothing happening right now. Just finished Guardians of the Galaxy. That's going up Monday, I guess, because I'm not gonna put it up over the weekend because I don't usually upload stuff over the weekend unless it's like just brand new and I want to get it done, or a really long series. Actually, I never really do that except for Horizon. I just wanted to like get that one out because it was relevant and new and just come out. Um, damn. Oh, I mean, I don't know. There's stuff I do want to play, but it's like I'm kind of, you know, I've got whatever. It's like I've got all this other crap. I mean, I'm kind of like done, so I'm just like it's whatever. I'm not at the point where I can like. I mean, I can play stuff. It's just I have other stuff to worry about, so I'm not gonna stream or anything, and then like bring the archives over. So whatever. So yeah, play these in streams. Let's just say it's all on hold and on ice. So like I said, a month from now, hopefully this is all better. But man, I'm super annoyed right now. So whatever. As far as vlogs go, I've got some. I've got ideas. I always have ideas, but nothing currently in the works. If I could, I had another phone, right, and then I had another Pixel, right, that like broke, and I needed the battery replaced, and I don't know where I put it, and I was gonna make start using that to like make some vlogs and stuff, but I don't know where I misplaced it, so that's not gonna happen now. And then all the other vlogs, and just yeah, everything basically is pretty much on hold, I guess, because it's like nothing's happening, so there's no IRL stuff. I mean, there's IRL stuff. I mean, there's no DIY how to and other stuff for sure. So it's like yeah, no new channel trailer. Obviously, not happening. Well, nothing happening. Oh, if you're wondering why I have the blanket on, I just realized I have this on. I was supposed to talk about this, I guess, too, but it's kind of cold down here in the basement. It's snowed today, so yippee. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's your thing. It's like, okay, so Horizon, Gran Turismo 7, Guardians, like, there's not really anything brand new coming out that's really on my radar. I mean, there's the Chrono Cross remaster, but I got the Saga Frontier remaster last year, and it took me so long to play through it. So I'm just gonna pass on that one because I know it'll go down in price just like that one did. So back on the waiting 6 to 12 months for stuff to go down. Because yeah, why would I buy it for? I mean, unless it's something I really, really, really want to play, then I'm not gonna worry about getting it day one. And then also, it's just like wait for reviews, man. Because yeah, just it just is a smart way to go. Because I was looking at the previews for Tokyo Ghostwire before it came out, and I saw like two different like tones of how is this game. And so I was like, oh, let me wait for the reviews on this. And then the reviews came out. I didn't really look at the reviews though, because I was just like, okay, well, this. But then like the thing about Tokyo Ghostwire, right, is like it's by Tango GameWorks, so you know it's going to come to Game Pass. So I know I can get it for free through that. Well, to say get it for free is weird. I can play it through Game Pass eventually in the subscription, so it's like I don't have to worry about it. But it's like I'm quite enjoying all the DualSense functionality that I'm getting from stuff I'm playing. So it's kind of I will maybe pick it up at like half off or something, but I'm not picking that up like day one. So yeah, and then the Tiny Tina thing or the Wonderlands rather. I don't know, man. I'm kind of I I I kind of had my fill of Borderlands 3 when that came out. I didn't even play the DLC, so I'm kind of just still whoa, my camera's out of focus. Sorry. Kind of still just waiting on that one. So or not waiting, but I will probably pick it up. It's just like not really, yeah, too enthusiastic about it. There's a bunch of 2022 stuff that's got the year 2022, but not any like name or months and dates. So you've got Stray, Little Devil Inside. What else? That new Valkyria Chronicles game. There's a new Star Ocean game that's also this year. So as well, I mean, I did say the Chrono Cross thing, but I'm gonna wait for that. And there's also all those other stuff that, or all those other games that got announced for Switch that I'm hoping come to PS5 or PSN rather, or Xbox since I have that too now. So yeah, um, all that JRPG stuff like the Live Alive or Live Alive or however it's pronounced. I think there's a front mission in there somewhere. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Changes the stuff on the channel. Nothing changing, just like not a lot of content probably for the next month. Just a heads up on that one. That being said, I will try to get um at least all the D&D videos every Monday. I'm gonna try to like schedule those basically every Monday until they're like, because they're already done. They just I need to like schedule them to like auto upload, and then until those are done, that or like those will just go until whenever. So because I have no idea like when I'm gonna get back to being able to do anything really once I'm out of here. So which is the plan. Um, which leads me into IRL stuff. It's weird because like IRL stuff, I there's like so many times when like I skip over this at the end. I kind of forgot like was this about like politics or was it about me and all my stuff I'm going through, which I think it is, but it's like I kind of don't really want to talk about it honestly. So I kind of like for this like one specific time, it's like sorry, it's a cigarette. So hopefully things get better. We'll see. But yeah, as far as like the politics stuff, dude, it's just man, I'm so annoyed because it's just like all the stuff you're seeing is saying like Democrats are like either doing bad in the polls or they're just like it's going to be a bloodbath in the midterms. But it's like if you look at all the like statewide or state level, I should say, but even statewide, like depending on like red states at least, and like statewide policy, state level policy, like you got all the anti-trans bills, you've got all the anti-abortion stuff. Um, there's a third thing I can't think of. Bah. Oh, maybe it was the like one of the senators from Florida said something about like raising taxes on, you know, poor people. So it's like I don't see how the Democrats can't like seize this moment to like go on the offensive and just like point it out and be like, okay, well look at how xenophobic these people are being or just terrible policies that they have. But nope, they're just gonna you know sit back in the corner and get punched in the face all the time. So, or just like the fact, like I feel like it's something that should be like stressed is like if they do lose the House, how the like the January 6th commission or committee or whatever that's like investigating that like that goes away. So it's like, would you are you gonna allow them to like yet again get let off the hook for like doing something that we all saw in broad daylight? Just does this mean nothing? It's like, is that okay with you? Just or just yeah, just I don't know. It's like they just aren't putting out any points of like any type of like arguments or policies or anything. It's just really frustrating. So, but then you have like yeah, whatever. It's frustrating, dude. It's just frustrating to watch. Cause it's like why can't they just uh, it, it is yeah. It's like it's kind of like uneven too. Cause it's like on the one hand we got the anti-lynching bill, but then it's like there's no police reform or police brutality reform. It's like ugh. So that's the thing. Still don't have voting rights or like some voting rights legislation to like um fortify like what's already there. I'm trying to think of the word there. But yeah, man, it's frustrating. So like you see all these headlines with like how Biden is like behind in the polls or not behind, but he's like not doing good in the polls, and then like even Trump is like beating them for 2024, and it's like that's I don't know about that, dude. Because I have doubts about that, but that's a completely other. It's another can of worms. And it's like way farther down the line, and it's like, yeah, I'm not even worried about that because it's just whatever. Been there, done that. But then but then like I started thinking about like what if Biden runs for re-election? It's like oh, our second term. It's just like oh, we'll see, I guess. But just man, it's like yeah, it's frustrating, dude. It's frustrating. Like the whole like I was just on Twitter. Well, let me see if I can find it. It might be on my phone. I think it's on the computer. Oh no, it's not. I closed Chrome. Dang it. Well, basically, the point I was gonna get is like, or the next point I was gonna get to is like the whole like COVID's over thing. So it's like, oh, it's not over, but next variant's here, and like we rounded money to fund all our like vaccination and effing all that stuff. It's like we haven't gotten any more funding, and it's like, what happens if there's another variant and stuff gets bad again and we don't have the money and it's like just what is going on, man? But yeah, I guess E3 got canceled. So that's a thing. So I mean, we've got State of Play and PlayStation Showcase. State of Play. I mean, I was like, what's it called? State of Direct, State of Play, and the Xbox Showcase. So yeah, that's probably gonna be a thing. I guess we'll see. But I don't know, man. I would prefer to have it all at once as opposed to just being drip fed it all summer long. Because it's just like, dude, like after the like initial like like it really levels off like in a bad way because it's like you start on the high highs of like oh that was awesome, and then it's just like you just there is no like real megatons after like the initial first couple weeks or whatever because it's like all the good stuff's like it's front loaded essentially, and it's like okay well then like after that it's just a you might get an announcement of something that you're looking forward to or something that is a game that appeals to you. Hmm. I just thought of something. I have nothing in here. I have like no part in here where I talk about just game stuff. But I think that's what something I was saying about like changing the format to like have a weekly like China Taken thing as far as like talking about game stuff. But still haven't done that. That is something I was thinking about actually. But that's I don't think I was calling it China Taken. It's like it's where it's a brainstorm thing I had for a different vlog. But it's still it's still just a brainstorm thing. So yeah, I can't find this thing I was talking about. I think that's we're almost at 20 minutes here. That's shorter than usual channel taken, but there's nothing really to talk about because I'm not gonna be playing anything because my channel's been demonetized. Well, I mean, it's not that I'm not playing because my channel's demonetized. It's just like I feel less motivated now to play because I basically was gonna jump into Star Ocean till the end of time because that's the next thing on my list because I was going JRPG something else, JRPG something else, and then like the games came out I was looking forward to like Horizon and Gran Turismo. And then, yeah, so that happened. Oh, and Guardians, because I got that half off, but then I played it. But speaking of Gran Turismo, okay, Gran Turismo 7, anyway. I, I know I'm in, like, RRL, but I'm going to, like, talk about this game stuff real quick. So, Gran Turismo 7, I'm not going to talk about that game anymore on my channel or put up any more videos of it just because of, like, what happened with the patch. And it completely just, like, destroyed the economy of the game. And the nerf on, like, it's like it made grinding for credits even worse. And I'm not going to jump through hoops to get the flippin' remote play uh, exploit going. It's like not worth it. Okay, I found the thingy on Twitter. Governor Laura Kelly said Kansas is now an endemic with COVID. Her administration has been scaling down COVID response for months. So, willing to die with it what phase of the pandemic we're at now. It's funny because I just bought some masks actually, since I'm uh, going to be needing them and trying to get this out of here. So I got there's like this website. I don't know it off the top of my head. If you're interested, I'll put it in the thing in the comments. But so I got some of these duckbill ones. I thought they were like different from what they are when I saw them, because they're more like cloth type, but they're still like N95 quality. And then actually I haven't opened this one yet, but I got some of these. Is this in English? Yeah, these ones. These are N95s. Um, but yeah, these ones I prefer because they're more like the ones I had on before, but they're actually like N95 quality. So well, I'm not looking forward to that, but since I'm gonna be spending more time outside now, had to get some protection. But yeah, um, just kind of in a bummer out mode. I should probably like read some of this stuff in the IRL section and like have a better idea of like what I was doing in these, because I haven't really had an in-depth IRL one. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's I mean, I'm not working on any videos, so it's kind of hard to say like, oh, working on videos, and then if I play anything that's like not on the channel, because there's some stuff I want to go back and play, because I want to play like the PS5 version of Devil May Cry 5. I don't feel like there's a reason to stream it and then put it on here, because I've already put up the PS4 version I played through. I just want to play it for like my enjoyment. Within like I said, did I say that earlier? But like I feel like every time I play something, I feel like I have to stream it. So it's just kind of weird for me when I play stuff, and I feel like if I'm not streaming, it feels weird. So I'm just like, I gotta. Or I'm just like kind of stressing out about like, oh, I want to put this back on the channel later, but if I don't stream it, then like, what's the point? So then my channel's been demonetized, so it's like, why even bother? So it's like, ah. So I think I get like in like 16 or 15 days, I can reapply for that. So it was also just super annoying because I was almost at the threshold of like getting another payment on that too. So because for my channel I had it set for like every $100 in ad revenue, and because you can like set the things, it's whatever. Like there's probably videos out there about like people that are like way more successful than me, that like gone through like the whole back end of all the analytics stuff, and like shows the whole dashboard and crap. But like if you're familiar with it, you can like set your payment thresholds. I was almost at another $100. And I was like, oh man. So, because I'd used the one before that to actually get, or not to get, but like to buy the PSN code I used. That was like $100 for effing Gran Turismo 7. But then that game turned out the way it was, so that was a bummer. But I still got all those PSN codes from when I bought them during the holiday sale from GameStop, and then also the stuff left over from that Gran Turismo 7 purchase, because I had other stuff on my wallet before that. But I've got like 248 or something of PSN. So just waiting for those games to get announced that I mentioned earlier. So I'm good to I'm good for like the rest of the year as far as like anything that comes. Well, unless there's a ton of stuff, anything that comes out, and I should be good. And if it's on Xbox, I can just get another Game Pass subscription for like a month or something, like $15 or whatever, or however much the monthly fee is. Because that's. Oh, I didn't talk about that in this video, did I? Well, I just did a podcast with Buff. It's on the channel already. As I record this, I've already uploaded it. So we talked about the plus tiers and like the different stuff. We talked about a bunch of other stuff too, but that's like one of the main things we talked about was like the new PlayStation Plus pricing tiers and structure, which I'm okay with. I'm mostly just annoyed about the whole backwards compatibility being paywalled, and how there's a laser in the PS5. Well, I have the digital version, but if you have like the disc version, that doesn't read CDs. Oh man, so it's just like that, or like point one that, and then like point two, it's like they couldn't, or like they just like gave up on PS3 emulation, so it's not in. Why couldn't they just put it? Like, why couldn't they just put it in? It's like It's really annoying. They can just put in the emulation for the PS3, or not, or just not just like the emulation, but like the functionality of having like PS3 backwards compatibility, and then you would have had at least like limited or somewhat you know backwards compatibility with PS1 and 2 with well at least 2, not 1. You can't read you can't read CDs, but 2 has like DVDs, but then also has CDs, but like you at least get like the DVD games, I guess. So whatever, man. It's just annoying and frustrating because it's like what we could add. You look at Xbox and their backwards compatibility, and then like what we have, which is backwards compatibility, but it's not really backwards compatibility. It's at this point because you're not playing your old content. You're paying for a catalog of classics and legacy content, so it's just a paywall that gives you old games and retro games, or not. Well, they're retro at this point, but which is like similar to Nintendo, but Nintendo's like worse because they randomly update it with like 3 to 5 games, and it's such a grab bag of like what the f are they gonna add this time? Like they just added like Dig Dug 2, Mappy Land, and Earthworm Jim 2. It's like okay. I mean, I traded my Switch in, so it's like every time I see something like that, I'm just like I'm glad I traded it in because it's just ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna like wait for more info and like the full game list, but I will probably be. Or I could see myself getting the tier with the PS2 games because PS1 and PS2 games that is of my time, and there's a lot that I didn't get to play, so looking forward to it. And having like the PS5 stream functionality with it would be great. I was gonna say something because I mean it does suck you have to like you can't just like get backwards compatibility, but like or like the fact that like the the old days of like having a virtual console or like a PSN store that has like a classic section is gone and dead, and now it's just like you have to pay for that like type of functionality, or like yeah, it's like subscription fees have been replaced by you know the like services has replaced products. So it's like you subscribe to a service as opposed to like a la carte or one at a time getting each product. Um, whatever. I'm kind of just rambling now. I'm just kind of annoyed all around about a bunch of things. So everything sucks. You already get enchanted with Tekken Land. It's like, yep, another vlog where everything sucks, but hey, at least I'm not dead or something. Super low bar, super low bar, super low bar. Woo, I'm not dead, but everything sucks. Woo. I've been playing some Gwent, but this isn't what I've been playing, so I just wanted to say that because there is that new CD Project. Oh yeah, Witcher 4. That looking forward to that. That is yeah, but that's like way off, like 3 to 5 years at least. Whatever. All right, well, I guess I'll just end it there. Bunch of yeah, bunch of a whole lot of nothing. Hopefully, hopefully next time Chad Taken it'll be a happier time in a different place. So yeah, um, until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.